Hola, amiga. So I want to talk to you about a comment that my friend made that has been living in my head rent free for like the past month. Her and I were chatting about a new job opportunity she got. And she said, and I quote, I do not want to be an intern at the age of 42. She's like, I'm too old. And that comment, I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, oh, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'm 42. I would make a phenomenal intern at 42. And okay, I'm a little, like I just turned 42 last month, so it's still fresh in my mind. And just that comment just really got me thinking, why not be an intern at the age of 42? Like an intern comes in, they're excited, they're happy, they want to learn more. And I'm just like, hasn't this been your dream? And she's just like, yeah, but I'm 42. And I'm like, when did we stop dreaming? I was like, when did you stop dreaming? Like just because you're 42 doesn't mean that you can't start something new, that you can't start a new opportunity or be an intern at 42. I'm like, don't let that stop you. I asked her, I'm like, when did we have an expiration date? Like when is 40, since when did 42 become an expiration date? Like just because society says, oh, like you need to have stuff figured out at a certain time or by a certain age. No, we can't let that stop us from, pursuing new opportunities or trying something new. I'm like, I'm like, new things like excite me. And then I'm like, wait, Chelle, like you're telling her all of this advice. Like take it to heart yourself. And that just really got me into thinking, like, when did I stop dreaming? Like, when did I, honestly, like, I'll be very honest with you, like when I was younger, I used to have all these big, grand dreams. And now, like, now that I'm, a mom and I'm doing all this other stuff, I feel like I've gotten so caught up in that I've forgotten how to dream. And I've lost sight of who I am as a woman. So, little backstory. We all love a good backstory, don't we? I know you do. So, I'm 42. I am the mom of a beautiful 4-year-old boy who is very kind. He is hilarious, like me, like his mama. And he's just nonstop go. Like, my son is like, go, 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 go. That is his speed, like one speed, go, go, go. And he has autism. I also work full time in HR, and I also help my parents out if they, as they get older, they need more help. So more help with like doctor's appointments, questions about, like, should I go see a doctor for this? Reminders, to take their medication, just different things that I'm trying to, be on top of now that they're getting older. And I realized like I've been so busy just pouring into everything else and everybody else around me that I've lost sight of who I am. And I haven't been pouring back into myself. My son had a very long NICU stay. He was in the NICU for 3 months, and it was just like survival mode. And ever since he got out of the NICU, I believe like for the last like since to now, I feel like it's just been like survival mode. After the evaluation, after his autism evaluation and diagnosis, trying to figure out, therapists, doctors, school, what are we going to do? What's the next step? What's his future going to look like? What's going to, happen to him? Like if tomorrow we pass away, just like these, things that I think about as a mom of a kid with, special needs. And it's just been go, go, go. It's just been literally survival mode. And now, like I just stepped back and I'm just like, wait, Shell, like, what about you? Like, what about your needs? Like, what about what you want? And that's why that comment just like really like was my aha moment because it really truly just made me think. And it just really made me think of like how I need to, pour back into myself. And it reminded me to dream. The comment just really reminded me to dream because honestly, I feel like in the midst of everything, I feel like I just disappeared into the background and I was just going with the flow. Like when I say disappear, like I just like, I don't mean like I fell off the face of the earth. Like, you know what I mean? I just slowly just like faded away and I was just in the background, just going along with the flow, whatever comes my way. Okay, I'll take it. And like, I don't want to be doing that anymore. Like, I want to do some of the things that I keep on saying I'm going to do, the things that I keep on saying, like, oh, I'm going to do it later when I have time. Like, I have to call my son's doctor and I have to do this right now. But it's like, what about me? Like, I want to pour back into my cup as well. I want to put on what do they say in the airplane? Put on your oxygen mask first. Like, that's what I want to do. And I feel like also, like in like the Hispanic culture, I'm Colombian. I I hear that, that voice like, oh, te tienes que ser, sacrificar por tu niño, like you need to make sacrifices for your kids. And it's like, okay, but like, what about me? Like, I'm more than a mom. I'm more than a coworker. I am more than a daughter. I also have needs. I also have wants. I have dreams. And there's so many things that I want to do. And yeah, I may be 42 and I've been through so much, especially in the past 5 years. I've been through so much and I've learned so much about myself and so much about life in these past couple years. And I'm still here. I'm still standing while I'm sitting right now, but you know what I mean. And this is my chance. Like this is my turn. Like this is my chance to now say, like, you know what? I'm going to do something for me and I'm going to document it. Like, why not? Because I hear you. I know that we talked about this other day and you said that you can relate as a mom, as a dad. And you said that you felt lost. You felt lost in the everyday shuffle of life, of parenting, of caregiving, of being, a good wife, husband, that you truly just lost sight of who you are. And you keep on putting yourself aside or in the back burner. I'm showing up and I don't have like this woohoo, like this is my whole plan. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Like, I'm going to be honest, I don't have this big, after revelation, but I'm showing up and I'm going to continue to show up. And, I'm going to continue to, put myself out there and, I'm going to start dreaming again. And I also want to ask you something. I want to ask you, what is something that you've been putting aside or that you say that you're going to do later and you haven't done? Is it, going for like a 10-minute walk by yourself, a library trip, or maybe going out to lunch like by yourself? Not going there and doing work, not going to, the library and catching up on, doctor's appointments for your kids. But no, like when was the last time you did something for yourself? Can you drop it in the comments? What's something that you've been putting off or that you've been putting in the back burner? If you don't want to share, hey, I get it, I get it, I get it. But if you could at least drop a me, that would be helpful. Because you know what? I see you and I believe in you. And I want to tell you something. If nobody's told you this lately, I'll be the one to tell you that you are more than a mom. You're more than a dad. You're more than a caretaker. And you're more than a coworker, you're more than a daughter. You are an amazing man or woman, and you're an amazing person. You are loved. So, thank you for listening to me, and I hope to see you guys around. Stick with me. Okay, bye. Hey, Fonzie, what do you think? Is that better, Fonzie?